Hey everybody, it's JJamJim. Welcome back to City Skylines. This is episode 15 of our series so far here, and we are looking at what we made last time, our new little neighborhood, which was an extension of our very first neighborhood that we ever built. Right over here, kind of across this little, this little bay here, which is pretty nifty. So yeah, we started putting some houses in. Sort of wanted to make that suburban feel as we did last time. This is obviously connecting over here a little bit. We are going to want to fill this in, probably with some trees, perhaps a little bit more neighborhoods. I'm not entirely sure yet what we want to do with that. But I think for today's episode, we are going to expand across the road here and create a little bit more of our farming community on this side to give us, because we do have a little bit more of an industrial demand than anything else. So I think since we have that farmland here and it sort of creates this really, really nice little square, I think it'll be a little less flowy in terms of the randomness of the roads that we did out here, but it will still reflect somewhat of that type of feel where it's not, you know, it's a little bit out there into the country, I guess you could say. So we're gonna have to get rid of this power line, but first things first, let's grab. I think I'll just grab this road as like sort of our utility road that comes out. Okay, so we're gonna have it come out at a 90-degree angle, and let's go. You know, well, so I was thinking we could do sort of a national highway that comes up and over it, but that actually won't really matter because this is the edge of our map currently. Now, once we do add mods, we could change it to be something like that. You know what? I think we are going to do that just for future-proofing, future sakes. And you know what? It's just going to be a dead-end road, basically. But we'll have it branch off into our farming community. So let's grab our 2-lane highway. Let's have it run straight down here. So what I'm going to do is just bring it to about here, okay? And then we're going to go up to 12. Wait, so 4. We could even use this as an overpass type of thing. Let's get over. I'm going to go a little further out, and then we'll go. The rail is here, so perhaps this could curve. Just go over the rail. So, and perhaps head off into this direction and maybe snake around those mountains sometime in the future. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I think that's a good start. Okay. So, I think right here is a great way to go through it here. I think I'd still like to use the highway, but we're going to have to do this road because, as we stated last time, or maybe not last time, but several times ago, it's really, you can't really make, it lets you do it there. Oh, nope, that's the regular road. So yeah, if you have the highway on, it will not let you do a straight. But if you build a regular road and then upgrade, you can do that. There we go. I'm going to pause the game, and we're going to get rid of this to make way for our farmland. And so, let me grab. Actually, what we might do is change a little bit of this. Maybe the first few to regular road, so we can zone some things off of it, like services and things like that, in case we need it. Right from our dead end. Let's go out to about there. and then meet back up with this. Okay. Then right off of here, let's do another 90. Just to mix it up, I'm going to grab a 45 right there. And then a 45 there. And then this we'll do... it's okay. Maybe we'll just go like this. And like this. And then back up. Something like that. Have this. It's kind of actually fun to have this like really weird 5-way intersection here. A little chaotic, but still kind of fun. I think we'll do a little bit of oh, you know what? Let's just do something like that. Still want it to be interesting, but just not as sort of curvy, and I guess this isn't really curvy, but this feels a little more sprawling to me. This is a little more contained inside of this, you know, this square type of a thing. And I think just for coming off the highway, well, no, I think that's okay. Yeah. All right. So off of here, let's check our services real quick. This is all watered, so that's good. Let's check some services. We could do, what we can do out here, which is nice, is we can put another another recycling center out here that will benefit our city quite well. Put that right there. This will need a little bit of services. However, I wonder if we could get maybe some houses back in here. And then, yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's do this. We'll add another. This, we'll add a... oh, actually, nope, we have that cemetery right there, so we should be good. Definitely going to want to get some... we're definitely going to want to do some fire. And we'll do a little bit of police, because why not? Okay, so to that end of what I was just saying, I think it might be nice to have off of here, but still sort of, I want it away from this avenue, so maybe there, perfect. That's what I want. Can I do a 45 right here? Oh my gosh, great. Absolutely great. Cool. So, along here, we're going to do a housing. Okay. Actually not like that, though. Like on both sides here. And in here. Not on that side. Shops for, like, you know, like town general store and things like that. That's gonna be there. And then we need to district this. So let's do that. Do a farming community. Okay. And we'll say farming for elk hills here. And I'm going to dot farms in for now. Just sort of sporadically, because we can always fill them in later. Not necessarily everything. Not yet. Let's kind of see what it becomes a little bit. I know we're doing a lot of this stuff for this playthrough right now, and it's not really increasing our population that much, but it's a fun thing to do, and building small towns like this is not an easy thing because it's very easy to just keep expanding and to keep getting bigger. And that is going to be sort of for this side. Like, we have this little town here. We might put another little village over here as well, or this could be just more ore farming, or oil drilling, I guess. I think this is oil, actually. But as far as the mainstay, I like having our population center is going to be over here, which we will get to. We will get to it. I'm going to run the simulation, and then... oh, you know what? So, on this side of the road, let's do commercial there. And let's run power lines like so. Just run in straight into that. And let's see where stuff starts to pop in. Put up on 2 speed here. Oh, that is not connected to power. Right. Right. Okay, so let's go across and down to there. Perfect. And that runs right along the highway. Makes a lot of sense where you would have power lines. And our residential demand just took a spike. So we should be getting these houses in. Okay, also getting some upgrades. I'm not real sure where those upgrades are coming from, but I like it. I like that sound. Should I get some farms in here? Very good. Very good. How's the rest of the city doing over here? Do we have tiles to buy? We do. We can buy both of these. Well, I don't know if we can buy both. We can buy one. 14. I think we'll buy it. Okay, so we can buy one. We can't buy the other, though, yet. I think we can buy that at our next milestone. Yes. 24,000, though. So we're going to have to get that population up. So I think what we can do on the other side of this is continue our little river road along here and continue to add neighborhoods in. We could probably fill a little bit more of this stuff in here too. This is all offices and commercial. You know what? Maybe there's some apartment buildings right here. And honestly, why not along here? What are we saving that space for? Let's do it all right there as well. It's nice to leave bits open like that because then you can spread out your population a little bit and not have, you know, everything. Because if you spam too much residential or too much commercial or too much industrial at once, then, you know, especially residential, then that death wave will come back and haunt you. You do not want that. See, we just took, yeah, so it just plummeted now. But these are starting to fill in over here, which is really, really great. You know what I want these to be, though? I'm going to have them come back in. I'm actually going to change this to be green housing. And the reason for that, so all these, they're going to go away, and it might take them a little bit to come back in. But the reason I like to do that with dirt roads is because their driveways are generally made of dirt instead of paved path, which just feels a little bit, it looks a little bit nicer with the dirt roads. Okay, so let's, while we're waiting for that to come in, let's go over here. And I want to, let's see, we have that road going right into there, but we can continue it along here. So let's not, I don't want to go too close to the water's edge because we may want to put like some walking paths or something along there. And it's just kind of like that. Nice little, yeah, this little scenic drive here. Okay, and we can use this road to connect more of our neighborhoods together. So let's go out to there and go to there. If I just go out like that and then down, or we'll go like that. And then what if we just did something a little curvy here? Just something like that. See, you get yourself in situations like this, and then you can give yourself a little room to play with some curves, right? Because curves are fun. Curves are fun, and they invite lots of different types of looks to things. Is this all watered? It is, for the most part. Okay, so back here, let's do some houses. Just grab my paint tool here. These people can all live right there. Here's fine too. And on this side. And yeah, people can live on the curvy road. Everyone wants to live on the curvy road. Cool. Let's do a little bit of commercial. Actually, yeah, let's do some commercial here. And then this will be more residential too. Well, let's let all this start to fill in. Yeah. Commercial here, I think. Great. These will start to fill in. They're going to start to say they need workers. That should sort itself out relatively soon. But now we just got a giant spike again. I don't know if that's necessarily because of the industrial demand that was coming in, but clearly people are wanting to move into the city, which is great. You always want some demand. You never want zero demand. You never want nothing, because that means that your city is stagnant, right? And that things aren't, something's wrong. Things aren't what they should be. I'm gonna pop just a little office tower right there. See? So like, you know, we could go 3-4 episodes and I wouldn't touch that spot. But you start to go over old spots and you're like, you get inspired to be like, you know what? I think an office building would look really great right there. And sure enough, it does look really great right there. Right now, across the street from the movie theater here. The Chirp Cinema, as it were. Can't really read the movie titles. Oh, now showing Chirpzilla. Practical, oh no. Paradox Perspective. Paradoxic, what does that say? Paradoxal Perspective, Colossal Cranium, and Shroomville. Funny. All the details. All the details. It's great. This is still flowing pretty well, which is good to see. Alright, so this is starting to look like a really nice little bustling neighborhood here. See how this looks? See how their dirt driveways just look a lot better? They are fancier, sort of more modern looking houses, but they look really nice because there's lots of trees with them, and they blend very well with the dirt road. Much better than the the commercial pavements do, but that's okay. Here we go. We got some farms out here. Here's some cows mooing. So what I'm going to do is give ourselves a little bit of trees to block the road here, because I don't plan to do a lot of zoning off of this strip here. We'll do with these pines, because they're very tall. Kind of like we did on the other side, right? big pines. There we go. You know, make it feel a little secluded, right? Like it's out, you know, out in the country. It's not, you know, not have access to highway road, and you know, you got to drive a little far to get into town to, you know, do some shopping and things. It's not just an easy feat, you know. Even though it is, but you sort of have to play with space and play a little pretend, honestly, when it comes to it, right? So, you know, realistically, on the grand scheme of things, like going into this little town area from here is not that hard, or going across the highway is not that hard. But, you know, if you think about it from a smaller scale and you start to think about it, not everything should be, you know, super connected. And it would take a little bit of time to get there. But, you know, you have to build some of that stuff into your mind too, right? This is a creative game, but it's also very imaginative, and should be open to playing a little pretend, which we don't get to do very much as adults, do we? Some of you may not be adults, and if that's the case, well, keep enjoying that youth while you have it. And don't lose your imagination just because you grow up. Imagination is one of the most important things that you have. Little real talk here. But it's true. Creativity and imagination keeps you young. Look at this. Look how cool that is. It just feels nestled now, doesn't it? Those tall pines really do something. Really something spectacular. I think I'd like to also have some trees over here. Oh, better yet. Better yet. Let's grab these trees and make a tree line. You know how when you drive down a dirt road or a country road and there's just sort of trees that line it? That's exactly what we're doing here. You see that a lot in sort of farming areas or, you know, things like that. Very cool. Those cows are very, very loud too. I'll do it here as well. You know what? Get rid of that. Do the same thing along here. Keep it all separated. Very cool. Then we can fill the rest of them with these, you know, with trees and other types of trees and things. But I do like having that tree line. That's very cool. But this just sort of nestles and settles in the residential from like the farming community. It just looks really, really snazzy. Love it. Love it. Look at this. This would be great to live right here. Maybe you have a little bit of a manure smell once in a while, but that's okay. We all need a little manure now and then. Cool. That looks great. Alright, so this is starting to fill in. We still have a lot of residential demand, so I'm going to fill in the rest of this neighborhood here. I think I will fill in that. I may put the sound barriers on the highway there. We'll start getting our population kicking up into high gear a little here. Even right here. It's a little close, but you know what, that's okay. We should be able to sneak a couple trees in between there. Commercial. There we go. Very cool. It's going to be a bustling little neighborhood over there. And how many people are using our trains nowadays? 42 per week. That's, you know, nothing spectacular, but it's not nothing either, right? Okay, we have a little bit more of this demand, so let's put in a little bit more of the farms. We can stuff trees in between them, that sort of thing. But should be pretty good. And honestly, we could either expand and do more farms on this side of the road, or we could add a little bit more residential even on the other side, which could be good too. Let's see. Go straight. I'm gonna do this, and it'd be nice if I could sort of line up with that. Yeah, it's gonna curve that, but that's okay actually. But what if I went like this, like that? There we go. Curve that, and then do a little bit of an end road here. Oops. Nope, still something weird there. Let me turn off the road guidelines. There we are. Even something like that, and then houses here. Is this in? No. So let's just expand to there. And if we put a dog park right in here, perfect, fits. And a playground. Boom. Excellent. Give a boost to this area a little. More residents living in the city. And then what we can do, back this up. This should be all connected now. Yep. So let's get rid of this. Is that going to still stay connected? Indeed it is. Fabulous. Okay, so that means on this side we can finish off a little bit more of the commercial. Let's put a little bit more of this stuff. Just a little bit more farming. Great. Great, that fills in this area really, really nicely now. Even better than this side, if you ask me. It's lickety split too. I think this will be really nice though too, once we have this kind of river road going along here. Or not river, I guess this, I guess this is like the, I don't know, it's all part of the ocean, I suppose. Yeah, this is a little bare to me. I think this can get filled in with trees, but this is a little bare over here, but Well, folks, we did a little bit of bouncing around today, but honestly, I think that this looks pretty great. I know we're doing a lot of the farming, but we're always sort of discovering something new. We're always trying different things that vary it up a little bit, and I think it's quite fun. I do love creating little small towns. I think it's definitely a bit of a challenge, because you always have to make sure you have access to, services and things. But I think it's a really fun exercise to do, because it's very easy to just build long roads and spam a bunch of, buildings in it, right? But this is the kind of vanilla stuff that can make the game feel very special. And I enjoy it quite a bit. But awesome. Well, everybody, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. And next time, I'd like to keep expanding. We got a little bit of a boost in our population, but I'd like to keep expanding and trying to hit that next milestone so we can unlock that next tile and unlock our downtown area and really start to get the population booming. And then we're going to need to start figuring out where we want to start placing our airport. We have so much transportation that we need to do yet in the city as well. So many things to do. Many, many more episodes to come. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.